Hi friends! My last project on this channel was this dollhouse purse that had all these little details and embellishments. I spent over a week embroidering and beading and doing all of this intricate hand sewing, and I don't want to do any more of that. At least for right now. I'm sure I'll be back on the fussy hand sewing train soon enough, but I need a little break. I just want to make something that's simple and quick. And it just so happens that spring is finally upon us, which here in Florida means that it's only hitting 89 degrees every day instead of all the way up to the 90s. Downright brisk. So now seems like the perfect time to make some nice light dresses for the warmer weather. I've had a couple simple dress designs percolating in the back of my mind for a few weeks, and I have some very lovely fabrics that are just destined to be turned into pretty little sundresses. So that is the project for this video. I'm going to try and finish all 3 dresses in 3 days. I do have this delusional belief that I could do all 3 in 1 day. I don't think that's actually reasonable, but 3 dresses in 3 days sounds like a better video title, so 3 it is. So I'm going to start off with the stripy fabric. I think I have the clearest idea of how that dress is going to go together. I'm thinking just a very simple kind of baby doll cut, so it'll be like a rectangle for the bust area, and I'm going to gather it in the center just a little bit, and then just a simple gathered rectangle skirt, and then to close it in the back just have like a sash that I can tie, and then just thin spaghetti straps. So pretty simple. It's basically just a bunch of rectangles sewn together. I might add a little ribbon, maybe a little lace if I want to spice it up, but pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's get started and see how long it takes to finish this. It's 8:30 right now, I think. Let's jump into it and see how long this takes. Okay, recorded this bit 3 times now. First time, battery died. Second time, mic was muted and I didn't realize. So, 3rd time's the charm. I have everything marked out. Took a lot longer than I expected because I had to pay attention to the stripes and which way they're going on all of the pieces, and like making sure all my marks are super straight, because if they're not and they're next to a straight line, you can tell that it's not straight. But I've got all the pieces marked. Everything fits. The bodice lining has to be pieced, but you can't see that. Doesn't matter. So we can finally start cutting things out. It's 10 o'clock now. Okay, so I'm starting with the skirt pieces. I had to cut 2 skirt pieces because I want the stripes to go vertically up the skirt, and the fabric wasn't wide enough to do that all in one piece. So have 2 pieces, did a little French seam just to seam those up. I'm going to go ahead and hem the skirt first, just so I can get that out of the way and not have to worry about it. I'm not sure what next. I guess start seaming up the bodice pieces, but like every seam has something that needs to get captured into it, because the sides need to have the ends of the sashes. So I should hem the sashes first, so that'll be the next thing. But after that, the short ends of the rectangles for the bodice have to have the sashes trapped in them. The bottom edge is going to have the skirt, and the top edge is going to have the straps, which I haven't even cut out the straps yet. And if I'm going to do lace along the top edge. And then I think I'll take a quick look at my lace collection and see if there's anything that really strikes my fancy. If so, I can attach that and the straps. So I'll have to make up the straps and then put those onto the top edge of the bodice. This might be more like a 1/2 inch double fold hem. I'm not measuring, I'm just guessing. Guessing and pressing. Anyway. That might be something. That might be a little bit too of an off-white. Oh, that might be good. Oh, that would be kind of cute. Along the top of the bodice. This one's the winner, scallopy lace. We're gonna move forward with that. Okay, so I've attached the straps and the lace to the top edge of the bodice. I'm going to add the sashes to the sides, and then I'm going to gather down the skirt and attach that. And then I can do the gather on the front, and then I think this first dress is done. No. I'm not almost done with the first dress. I did the gathering on the bodice and I tried it on, and it looked bad. It just looked really bad. The gathering didn't pull down the neckline like I wanted. It pulled up the waistline, and it just looks super weird. I look like that painting of the lady in the green dress and the man with the stupid hat. And there's the dog in the oranges. That lady. Marriage of Arnolfini? I went to art school. I'm going to 86 the gathering, and I'm going to shrink the bodice so it comes up to more like mid-bust and hangs more loosely. I think that's the look I was going for. I don't know why I didn't do that, but that's what I want. I would show you how bad the dress looked before, but I already took it apart and forgot to film anything. So just gonna shorten this, reattach it, then close up the back seam, and hopefully now it's done. Okay, it is day 2, time to start working on dress 2. We are jumping right in at 7:30 in the morning because dress 1 took a lot longer than I expected, and dress number 2 is going to be a bit more complicated. I want to try and do a split side dress. I've never done one before, so I'm expecting it to be a bit of a challenge, but I've got this really nice green linen that I think will look quite lovely. Just a very simple pinafore style dress that is open along the side, and then the back will wrap and tie in the front, and then the front will wrap and tie in the back. I would like to do a circle skirt if possible, if I have enough fabric, but we'll have to see. And this time I'm going to put pockets into it. I did not put pockets in the first one because it was a very lightweight fabric, so side seam pockets would make the dress hang weird, so I needed to anchor them in the waistline, but the waistline's like here, so having pockets like on my rib cage, it wouldn't work. And you know what, this dress looks really cute with the house purse that I made in the last video, so I don't need pockets. I got a house. So let's get started with dress number 2. I need to take some measurements and start cutting some fabric out. So it's been 3 hours since I started cutting things out, and my brain isn't doing math anymore, so I still have to I have the hiccups also. I still have to cut out the straps and the waistbands and the ties, but I can't think things through, and I think it'll be easier if I can measure the bodice with it stitched up, so I'm going to stitch that up first. So the circle skirt did not work out. Kind of gave up on that, just gonna do a gathered rectangle skirt, much easier. So I'm working on the bodice. I've hemmed all the edges that I need to hem on the side bodice pieces. I've made some quick straps for the bodice. So now I'm gonna assemble the centers, sides, and straps of the front and back bodice panels. And then once I have that all together, I can cut out the waistband and ties. Okay, so I've got the main bodice assembled. It looks like conjoined manta ray twins. I've eaten some lunch and it's not yet 2 p.m. so I'm not falling asleep yet, so we're gonna do some math and work out the waistband and the ties. I don't remember what I said in my last check-in or when that was. I had to make some alterations to the bodice. I had to shorten these side panels because when I tried it on, the ends of each half of the bodice were just meeting, so there wasn't any space to tie the ties. So I had to shorten them up a bit, and you can see here on the front, I folded the edges over a bit, and the edges were just flopping over. So I just folded the edges over, pressed it, and stitched it down. And then I also had to shorten the straps a little bit, just took them in a bit, finished that edge. The bodice is done. It fits. So now it is fine. Can you please? The cat likes the ties. The bodice is done, so we can move on to the skirt. Okay, I'm almost done with this dress. I'm working on attaching the skirt panels right now. I have them gathered down. I just need to attach them. Got the first one like half on. Oh, that is supremely not a straight line, but who cares? I don't. Not at 8 p.m. So I just need to finish attaching the skirt panels to the bodice. Add in the pockets. The sides of the skirt panels I cut with the selvage on the edge, so I don't need to worry about finishing those. Other than that, we're so close. I'm so close. Quick explanation as to how this dress went together since it's a bit different than the other two. It's basically two aprons connected at the top with the pockets attached to the sides of the back skirt panel. To put it on, it goes over your head, the back ties in the front, and the front ties in the back. You reach the pockets through the open side seams. I left the side seam completely open since the front and back panels overlap enough that there's no gaping, but you could also seam them up, just not all the way or else there won't be enough room to get it on. I used the Stitcheries tutorial for split side skirts as a guide. I will link that below if you want a much more detailed explanation, but also she's just super cool and you should subscribe to her channel in general. Day 3, day of the final dress. So I've already gone ahead and done the mock-up, so I've got the pattern all worked out. This is just going to be a very simple jumper dress. It's just going to be a front and a back seamed together. I'm going to finish the neckline and the armholes with bias binding, put pockets in. Pretty simple. I've got this dark blue linen, I believe. It's a bit heavier than the green fabric I was working with yesterday. Let's get this fabric ironed and then start cutting out our pieces. Last dress, let's go! Okay, so I'm working on sewing up the side seams, and it's much more of a process than you might expect. This fabric is pretty thick to begin with, and then I'm doing flat-felled seams, and it's getting weird with the pocket, and I haven't bothered to look up if there's a proper way to do this, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. And at one point, there's like 9 layers of fabric. But it's all... I got all the raw edges encased. It's nice. It's clean. I've got to do the other side, and then I can do up the shoulders. And then I think I'll do the binding on the neckline and the sleeves. And then it's just the hem and a button and loop at the back of the neck. And I think this dress is done. I said that as if that's not like another several hours worth of work. It's an understandable number of steps. Okay, final check-in here. The blue dress is almost done. I got the sides all sewn up, seams are all finished, pockets are good. I did the bias binding on the arm size and the neck. The neck was fiddly because it's got these mitered corners and then the keyhole kind of thing at the bottom. But I think overall it's okay. It's not perfect by any means, but it's good enough. It's perfectly fine. So for the closure at the back, I have a little elastic loop and some buttons so I can just hook the elastic over. And then the other buttons just for symmetry. All that's left to do on this is the hem. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just a simple double fold hem. And then this dress is done. The other two, done. That's 3 dresses in 3 days. Can you believe it, Mimsy? He's sleeping. He's so blown away, he can't even stay awake. So yeah, I'm gonna hem this dress, and then we're all done, and we can go to the final reveal.